Beloved sounds a little bit of like hyperbole.
Sounds a lot, and not to get too nerdy about it, but honestly, it's going to be an incredible spectacle.
You guys are brothers on screen, and this is season 5 now. Is there a bit of a brotherhood that has formed off screen for you all?
100%. Yes, I was best man at his wedding.
While that doesn't happen to be true, we are definitely, there is a brotherly connection that honestly formed.
You know why it didn't happen? Because he left us in the middle of a scene to go get married.
I did film I did have my wedding while they were still filming. But there is something that formed. We were kind of thrown into the fire, if you will, right away. Our first day on set ever for The Chosen was me running in and saying, I've just met the Messiah.
Yeah.
So we, from then on though, we sort of got to know each other way more and just have a shorthand with the way we like to work. So I always love, every season we have some sort of one-on-one scene, and it's always one of my favorite scenes.
Look, we know that John's not here today. The Bible says that he is, Jesus is beloved.
This is true.
Is this true?
Who can say? Beloved sounds a little bit of like hyperbole.
Sounds a lot.
It sounds like something the sons of thunder come up with, but
you know we're recording this. You're playing it safe.
I mean, look,
what can we say?
It's his home turf.
Yeah, we don't want to
we don't want to embarrass George in Australia, okay?
No,
we respect the Australian connection. We love Australia,
We'll jump straight into season 5. Did you anticipate the show becoming a global phenomenon?
To me, 0. I did not anticipate it. We were, to me, I felt lucky that we were able to continue after the first 4 episodes, let alone 4 seasons into the 5th. It's remarkable when we hear the numbers of how many people are watching and we get messages from people of how much they love the show. It means so much to us, and then we have to kind of hide from it and not pay too much attention so we can really kind of dig in and do the work.
Yeah, everything remained pretty much the same for us because we're doing the same work. It's just the audience has grown, but for us it's really important to kind of like sort of like the horses, you just got to focus on what you're doing, do the same work, go as deep as you can into this work in order to kind of serve the people that are watching it, that they can still keep getting something that is authentic and it feels real and draws them in,
You said, I love that you just said authentic, because we know Dallas Jenkins has said this upcoming season is intimate and it's authentic, but yet we know the story and there's a lot of confusion at this point for the disciples. How have you brought that essence to your characters this season?
Sort of without thinking about the significance of the moment, trying to kind of ignore what we think we know about this moment, and just playing it, day by day, scene by scene, moment by moment. I think it's very important for us to not be caught up in what's the idea that we have around it, but kind of be genuinely shocked by everything that's unfolding in front of us. When we see him turning the tables over, we're just completely shocked. When the things that he tells us around the table, it's a complete shock. So I think the writers have been able to create a series that has these spoilers, that has these moments that you don't know what's about to happen, and that's how we try to play it as actors as well. We don't know what's ahead, and so we really have to let go and give in and allow it to surprise us.
And it's not that much of a leap, really, when you think about it, because we've had 2,000 years of analysis and study on what Jesus has said. But if you're right there in the moment, it is quite confusing, and it becomes almost impossible to imagine that what he's saying is going to come true there at the Last Supper, and then we are faced with the reality.
So The Chosen season 5 comes out in cinemas globally in time for Easter. Why should people come and see it in theaters rather than wait for it on the streaming platforms?
It's funny. Like, I'm always kind of, a part of me always feels like, in general, about life, it's like if there's no ability to watch it near you, then I don't want anybody to feel bad about it or whatever. Financially, if it's not possible, it's like, what I mean. I always feel like a responsibility, but honestly, it's going to be an incredible spectacle. Visually, they went to, and not to get too nerdy about it, but they went into anamorphic lenses. Everything it's filmed in order to be seen on a huge screen. So it's going to be a visual spectacle that I think going to see it in the theaters is going to be something tomorrow is the premiere. It's the first time that we're going to see it in the theater. So I'm really, really super excited about it. And I think it's really worth it. And to see it with an audience, last season when we saw all the premieres, it's just like you get, as a performer, you just get things that you hear people laughing about and reactions, and to see, to experience this thing with a group of people, this ritual of going with a group of people to see something, a story told, is something that I think is magical. I genuinely love it more than anything. And I think it's something that if you can, I would highly recommend to participate,